Here's Porter, who was injured in their last game, but fighting through a thigh problem to play tonight. And there's a rejection by Grant off the shot attempt from Porter out of bounds.
Stephen Silas, on the other hand, he came here with championship aspirations, only to be met on a beautiful drive and finish by Cunningham, only to be met by 7 and 54. The pain involved in that, like someone told me, one of the players for the Rockets, as Grant knocks in a three, said he was living his dream. Well, Stephen Silas is living his nightmare.
His team Houston 0 for 7, but there Christian Wood able to get inside and get the basket. Here's Grant putting it on the floor, and Tice with good defense. Here's Grant, and the three goes for Jerami Grant. And a timeout by Houston. The Pistons off to a good start. 73% free throw shooter on the year. Here's Grant putting it on the floor, spinning, and the fall away is an air ball cleared by Tice.
And if they're healthy, they can beat anybody on a given night. They're that good.
Officials uncertain as to who. Grant trying to drive on Tice, spins, goes to the left hand, and an absolutely spectacular finish.
And sometimes that evolves as well as Grant with a nice feed to Olynyk. That can change throughout your career. Young players and their families have a lot of choices, and I think basketball-wise, I think going to college and playing.
Very attentive to what Coach Casey is saying, and turnover here by Houston. Out of the timeout, Cunningham on the break, gets the reverse layup, and he's in double figures now with 10 points. Now he's defending Cunningham. Shot clock at 7. Grant spinning on the foul line and knocking down the jumper. We saw that earlier. 10 points now for Grant. Jalen Green has been on the Houston bench for the last few minutes. Shot clock is down at 2. Grant turns it over. Grant 81% on the season. Misses the first one. Richard Jefferson, Mike Wilbon. We'll talk about challenging the champs. Knicks, Bucks, and a lot more. Plus a look at Game 2. Heat Lakers on ESPN. Grant setting the screen. Drives on Tate and stuffs it with one hand. Nice finish. He stopped the dribble. Pull-up jumper from mid-range is good for Jerami Grant of the Detroit Pistons, and they believe that Cade Cunningham is the centerpiece of that. Here's Grant, and it's good from 3. Last series win for Detroit Pistons, 2008, and that was a stretch where they went to 4 consecutive conference finals, including that 04 championship.
The Lions should have to go to NFL Europe and then bring somebody from. How about get like good players in any sport?
You didn't like the Goff Stafford trade is what you're saying. Jerami Grant has taken over here for Detroit in the early part of the third quarter, tying the game at 59.
Both have played exceptionally well and helped their teams win more than I think most expected. They have built a really like a team when Siakam gets back in rhythm. As Wood misses the tip, I just think they have a chance to.
Hayes out to Cunningham. Unselfish play, and Grant pays it off with the triple. What a half for Grant as the Pistons take the lead.
Vinnie Johnson, Rodman, Sally, Lambeer, Buda Edwards.
Junior high, nice move there on the baseline. Getting the reverse layup. His 13th point. On the other end, foul is called on penetration by Jalen Green. But Detroit still has made only 1 foul shot on the game. They're going to get a chance to make another one as Jerami Grant is fouled hitting the mid-range jumper. Grant last year averaged 22 points per game, a career high. He was second in the most improved player voting behind Julius Randle.
But I love Cunningham's response. None.
Well, he's talking to him right now.
That'll serve him well.
Grant turns and hits again. That's 31 now. Jerami Grant and 19 in the third quarter. Oh, Grant with the swat. Numbers for Detroit. Bay will drive against Wood. Reverse layup is good, and the Pistons lead is 5. Off the front iron. Houston doesn't get back on defense. They leave Grant wide open. Can't make him pay, though.
There was no rolling of the eyes like he was being disrespected. You don't get to play that much, and yet he was all in.
From an NBA family, Father Harvey played in the NBA a long time. Uncle Horace.
At halftime of NBA games, I'd love that. Jerami Grant would win it tonight.
Put back by Josh Jackson. Gordon from deep. Kept alive for a moment by House, but then cleared by Grant.
And go to a really good contending team, and it'll be a big help.
Off the bench, absolutely. 14th year out of Indiana.
He's a mercurial type of personality.
Cunningham looking to answer, does, as he swishes through his 4th three-pointer of the night.
But still, good rotation by Cunningham.
Here's Grant, who had a brilliant third quarter with 21 of his 33 points. He misfires there. Shot clock down to 4. Here's Grant. Driving. Tough shot. Won't fall. Boarded by Wood. Porter driving. Leaves it for Tate. Spins into traffic. And a foul. Here's Porter putting it on the floor. Out to Green. 4-3. Green up high with a rebound.
He's got a big frame.
And he feels like he's under control, doesn't he, Jeff?
I think he's played exceptionally well here tonight. I think he's...
You said it earlier, attentive but also involved. Grant fumbled it, regains control. Now a 3 against Porter. That was a good contest. Rebound by Jalen Green.